Hey, what's going on, my friends? Hope everyone has had a fantastic week. For anyone new here, my name is Dan Taylor, and I run DanThePixarFan.com. And as a follow-up to my WALL-E Stackable Stories set review, be sure to check out that video first if you haven't already. Today, I'm taking a detailed look at the brand new, just released Monsters, Inc. Scarefloor Stackable Stories set by Mattel as part of their Pixar Minis collection. This just hit Amazon not too long ago. That's where I snagged mine. And retail price is $20.99. I'll go ahead and put the link to buy below in the description for anyone interested. So this time around, there are 3 minis included: Randall, Sully, and Mike. And once again, unfortunately, they are all straight up reissues of the previously released minis. More on them in a bit. But yeah, the main event here is this amazing 2-story playset, which makes for the perfect way to play with and display and store all your Pixar Monsters, Inc. minis. Again, just like with the WALL-E Stackable Story set, this thing may be small, but it packs so many fun movie details. I'm excited to dive into this. So first of all, like usual, I have to admire the packaging before tearing things all apart. It always kind of pains me to open things up when the packaging like this is so well done and so incredibly cute. You can tell how much thought was put into this. It's so vibrant, so colorful. I love the purple, blue, and green color scheme. It's very Monsters, Inc. And you know what? I've always loved the stylized artwork that's been attached to the minis line, essentially since the very beginning. Like what you see here on the side with Mike, Sully, and Randall. Ever since the initial Toy Story minis, the character style in the artwork on the packaging has stayed consistent, and I really appreciate that. I wonder if it's the same person still doing the designs. Anyway, we got the Monsters logo there on the side. And then the back here, it's pretty much the same as what was shown on the back of the WALL-E box. We got the Pixar and Minis logo. It says Stack and Display. And we have images of the only known 3 stackable story sets. This Monsters, Inc. one, of course, the WALL-E one, and the Toy Story one, which I have ordered, so look for that review from me soon as well. I'm very curious to see if any more of these get made down the road. There are so many great Pixar locations that would look awesome in this style. Again, here on the side, it does say pull and close to store, as well as stack them. Very self-explanatory, though. Okay, well, that covers it as far as the packaging, so let's go ahead and open this set up and take a closer look at everything inside, starting with the minifigures. Really, just to get this out of the way, here are the 3 figures included. Even though most of you have seen these since they've all been previously released, more or less, I still want to give you a quick 360-degree look at each one, just in case you're new to this line. So yeah, we have this adorable Sully here. This was originally available in the Pixar Minis Blind Bags Series 1. Next up is Mike Wazowski, also from the original Pixar Series 1 Blind Bags, and he is also so super cute. Obviously, I do wish that all these figures were somehow new and unique, exclusive to this set, but what are you gonna do? And lastly, we have Randall. Now, while this is mostly just a repack of the disappearing Randall mini that was released in last year's Pixar All-Star Rival Blind Bag series, I did notice that the clear part of his body on this one here from this set is a lighter color. It's such a slight difference, so I hesitate to even call this one new, but I did want to bring it up. There, you can see the Stackable Stories Randall on the left, and the All-Star Rivals Randall on the right. And then the other version of Randall out there is this one from Pixar Blind Bag Series 2, which is the same sculpt, he's just not disappearing. He doesn't have that clear half. Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for, here's the set itself. It measures 7 inches tall, 5 inches wide, and 2 3/4 inches deep. Here's a quick all-around look. Lots of pipes molded into this, as you can see. There's the bottom there where you can see how it attaches to other stackable story sets. And yeah, the opposite side here, got more pipes, not too much to note. Really cool that the top is translucent to allow some light to come in. But what's super clever about this design is that we have 2 levels of play featuring 2 iconic Monsters, Inc. factory locations, the Scarefloor and the locker room. And it's all inside this door station, which when you close it all, you'll see that it becomes Boo's door. It's all just such great stuff. And as it is with all the stackable story sets, the platforms do slide in and out to allow better access for play and display. And as I mentioned in my WALL-E Stackable Story Set review, none of the pieces are removable. They are all just attached to the set, like the Scarefloor desk here and Boo's door station. Nice, colorful Scarefloor background there, I believe is a paper sticker. And yeah, here's just a quick example of how the platform folds up as well. Now onto the lower level. This is the locker room with what appears to be Mike's locker swung open there with his hard hat in it and other molded details. I did check and Mattel did not go as far as getting the locker numbers right, just in case you were wondering. And then we have a Scream canister cart there with 6 Scream cans. Again, none of these are removable. And then it's pretty dark down there behind the locker, so it's harder to see the background on this level. You know what, let me just grab my phone flashlight real quick and maybe that will help. There, that's a little better. It's actually interesting that the background is what appears to be the lower levels of the factory, like what we saw in Monsters at Work, like where the MIF team works. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice since the locker rooms aren't down there in that area, but overall it looks really, really cute, and I love all the details Mattel put into this for us fans and collectors, both young and old. Now, let's go ahead and close things up so you can see the full effect with Boo's door. And there you go. So cool, right? Such excellent design work from the Mattel team. Again, you can tell a lot of thought was put into this little set, and I appreciate what the team created here with this and the whole Stackable Stories line. As I've talked about, as a big fan of the Mattel Pixar Minis line, I'm all about any sets that add more play and display value, and I'm so happy that there is still life in the collection and that it doesn't seem to be over quite yet, even though things have slowed down. Now, one of the last things I wanted to show here, now that I have a second stackable story set, is how they stack, how they snap right onto each other, and they can be in any order. This is just one example, but obviously once I get the Toy Story set, there will be even more ways to mix and match. Okay, to wrap things up, I grabbed my other Mattel Monsters, Inc. minis, and I wanted to show off a few fun ways to display them. Obviously, the possibilities are endless, but these are just a handful of examples I came up with. By the way, if anyone was wondering, Boo and Randall are from the Pixar Blind Bag Series 2, and George Sanderson is from last year's Blind Bag Series, the one that featured Luca and other Pixar characters. And don't forget, Celia is coming soon as well, as part of a Minis 4-pack, so I'll be excited to add her to the display as well. Stay tuned for that. Well, anyway, I think those are all my thoughts today. This set gets an A+ for me, and I'm obviously gonna go ahead and strongly recommend it to any Monsters, Inc. fan and collector, especially if you're already invested in Mattel's Pixar Minis line like I am. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. As always, I'm looking forward to your comments down below, and if you did enjoy this review, I hope you'll consider giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more Pixar toy news and reviews from my personal collection. Don't forget to ring that bell. Find me all over social media at Dan the Pixar Fan, and I will see you in my next video.